Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on through. Come on through. YouTube and Twitch, come on through. Quick show for you coming today. Quick show.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good one. Come on through.
Acknowledge me.
Yep.
Yeah.
What up, Rob?
Yeah.
We just getting YouTube set up right now. YouTube take a while to let people know we live and to update. Come on through, come on through. Twitch, YouTube, we are live. Taylor V on Twitch, what's good? I see you. We still loading up the YouTube, making sure the YouTube good before we come on screen. Let me see. YouTube takes all day to load up sometimes, man. I think we are good. Cash in the building.
Yeah.
On YouTube. All right, I think YouTube is good. We finally got all the settings and stuff. Let's get it. What's good? What's good, everybody? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Dope Sports Podcast, brought to you by dopecontent.com.
Yeah.
And brought to you by Get the Tables, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on Twitch and YouTube. As you see, my co-host Tony from Get the Tables is in the building. How you doing, man? Is your mic on? Are you muted?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Rob is actually on time. Can you believe it?
Out of the playoffs, he shows up on time.
Yeah, when his team is out.
Done for the season.
Hey, Rob, guess what? You know your boy Kyrie Robinson smoked him twice in Madden last night. By the way, so them Saints just taking L's left and right. It was so bad I couldn't even talk noise on Facebook. I let him make it. But I smoked him twice. Made him quit in the first half on the first game. And then the second game, I played with the Chicago Bears to give him a chance. Didn't even matter. Still smoked him. But y'all know what it is, man. Dope Sports Podcast. We're doing it here live once again. YouTube and Twitch. We got, he said he going to GameStop today. Get out of here. Jay Cross in the building. Bucks by 30. Wow. Hey, Rob, first, anytime you want it, Rob, you put money on it. I bet you ain't beating me in Madden. let's see. We got quick NFL recap because we're going to make it quick today. NCAA recap. NFL wild card predictions is what we're doing. And week 18 recap. Who made it? Who didn't make it? And then we're going to do our power rankings if we, if need be. I don't know if we need to do it today, but we're going to do them anyway. And yeah, let's get right into it. Let's play this intro and we're going right into the game.
Let's rock and roll, baby.
Yes, sir. Welcome back. I just dropped my phone.
Bruh.
But anyway, I just dropped my phone. Rob is telling Tony to put on his FTR hat. I guess he don't want to see that Buccaneers hat. I mean, hey, Rob, your team won. And then, you got the Atlanta coach fired when Jameis Winston decided to hand the ball off out of victory formation.
Oh,
we don't need to really go into that.
I mean,
I wasn't mad at him.
It, but doing it out of victory formation is a bit cheap.
Yeah, that was some BS doing it out of that.
That's doing it like that. I get it, but you wanna try to get the man a touchdown, cool. But do it in regular formation, like
Yeah, and we're not gonna do like Shannon Sharp. Well, if it was me, I'll cut him right on the spot. Shut up, bro. Like that's a loser mentality. How? By scoring more points is a loser mentality? By they got incentives with these running backs, so maybe he needed a touchdown to reach whatever
that was his
in his
only
contract
touchdown of the year.
Yeah, push play in the building. What's good?
Holy crap! That was like the talk of Twitter and the NFL. Is that the playoffs? Was the touchdown that Winston overran or overturned on his coach? Wow.
Yeah, he said we made it as a team decision, and obviously the way the team reacted, they had to make that decision together because they were super happy for it. We're gonna skip a couple of games, but week 18 recap. Make sure y'all follow my guy Push Play the DJ. Make sure you follow Get the Tables. Make sure you follow Jay Cross. My guy Cash on YouTube. The YouTubers, man, I don't understand the YouTubers, man. The YouTubers don't. They so up and down on YouTube, but it is what it is. He said Push said he went 13-2, only to finish third in fantasy.
Bruh.
How? I had the same record, but I actually won. My fantasy. I'm just saying, Push. I'm the champ in mine. Ray, what's good, man? Appreciate you joining. Once again, we're gonna skip a couple of these games because a couple of these games don't matter. But let's start off with the Steelers. They beat the Ravens 17-10. Ravens played a whole bunch of backups at home. Steelers moved to 10-7, and they kept their hopes alive to win to get in the playoffs in the wild card, which they eventually did get in. So shout out to the Steelers and Mike Tomlin. 10-7 record, man. Mike Tomlin still hasn't had a losing record as a coach.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I know it's a win over the Ravens without Lamar, and a lot of other players didn't play for the Baltimore Ravens, so not a lot of people are giving them a lot of credit, but they had to go out there and win the game regardless, and good job to them. They did lose TJ Watt. They said he's not playing the game against the Bills, so that's going to hurt them a lot.
Right.
But I think Tomlin just said suck it to all those fans that were trying to get him out of Pittsburgh for them struggling at the beginning. And I don't think they realize
they don't have a quarterback.
They don't realize what he's going through over there in Pittsburgh. So props to them for going 10-7. Unfortunately, they're probably going to be a first round exit. But I mean, to get that team to 10-7 in that division, tough division, you got to give them props.
He said, "Would I roll with Rudolph or Pickett?" I mean,
I might just roll it with Rudolph. To be honest with you.
yeah. I don't know. I probably still have to go with Pickett. I have to go with Pickett. In a win to get in game, Houston Texans defeat the Indianapolis Colts 23-19. Texans are 10-7. They do clinch their playoff spot with the win over the Colts. C.J. Stroud, 264 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor, 30 carries, 188 yards, 1 touchdown. Nico Collins, my fantasy wide receiver, 9 catches, 195, 1 touchdown. Nico was balling.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a good game. This was a good game, and it came down to a 4th down play where they was running the ball the whole drive, and then they decided to throw it in the flat to your 3rd-string running back, and then Gardner Minshew threw the ball behind the running back. So I know the running back took a lot of blame for it. He was crying in the locker room and et cetera, but Gardner did throw the ball behind him.
Yeah, that's a tough situation. That's just Steichen overthinking. Not just going with the simple play that he probably should have just went to Taylor for a run. I'm sure Taylor would have easily got it.
Yeah.
He was just overthinking. It was a nice play call because the dude was wide open.
Yeah.
It was just a bad throw by Minshew. I know the running back said that I got my hands on it, should have caught it. But in that type of a situation, nerves going extremely high. I mean, and the ball not being placed where you think it's going to be placed, that's not an easy catch by no means. I just think it was a foolish play. I think that was the Colts coach overthinking things, trying to outthink the Texans there. And it worked. And it would have been a huge play if they would have got the 1st down. But why go away with what was getting you there? You know, Jonathan Taylor was getting you downfield. Like you said, he had 30 carries. So obviously the run game was there. You put the game into Minshew's hands. I'm not sure if I would have done that if I was the Colts. So obviously they fell short. It was a really good game. Congrats to the Texans, who were a needy and tough, gritty team all season long. And first ever team to make it with a rookie quarterback and a rookie coach. So, you know, props to them.
Facts. Crazy thing is, I just checked my phone. I started a Facebook promotion about the podcast going live. I never hit send. So now I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, I guess I got to hit send on Facebook just to get so people can know. But shout out to the ones that's here on Twitch and YouTube. Much love to y'all. If you're on YouTube, please like the video. It helps the video go a long way. And don't be scared to get active in the comment section on YouTube. We respond to YouTube as well. So, dang, Jay Cross said F the Texans and their fans. Man, I don't care for Houston, but I rock with the Texans. I ain't got no problem with the Texans. I ain't got no beef with them, at least. Let me say that.
I'm not a big fan of their fans either. I'll give them that.
Yeah, I'm with you on the fans. I'm with you on that. Houston is just anyway. Yeah, we'll say that for later. Cincinnati Bengals tried to keep their playoff hopes alive, winning 31-14 over the Cleveland Browns, but they end up not making it anyway, so it really doesn't matter what happened in that game. But shout out to Cincinnati for going 9-8, finishing with a winning record with all those injuries that they had this year. So much respect to Cincinnati. Detroit Lions locked up that number 3 seed and was shooting for the number 2 seed. You know, if Dallas and Philly lost, they would have still locked up the number 2 seed. But they take out the Minnesota Vikings 30-20. Minnesota was still fighting for a chance to get in the playoffs, but they couldn't even win their game. So Minnesota is out. Detroit right now is number 3 in the playoff seed in the NFC with a 12-5 record. Shout out to Detroit with a 12-5 record.
Oh yeah, what a run they had, man.
Yeah.
From last year winning 9 games, I think. To winning 12 games this year and winning the division. Yeah. Props to them.
Yeah, Jay Cross, you see how that work? When we don't get to go live at our regular time, that's when the breaking news happen. Like, yeah, man. But anyway,
all the firings and everything.
Yeah, just ridiculous, man. Tennessee Titans. Speaking of firings, Tennessee Titans beat the Jags, and the Jags was a win and get in game. And they choked. Trevor Lawrence, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Derrick Henry, 153 yards and 1 touchdown in his last game. Calvin Ridley, 108 yards, 1 touchdown. I've been trying to tell folks about Trevor Lawrence for a while. I've been trying to tell people about Trevor Lawrence. I was like, y'all overhyped him. Yes, he was good in college, but y'all put too much. Y'all put him up on his pedestal before he even had a chance to do anything in the league. And then they come back and beat the Chargers last year in the playoffs, but it's the Chargers. We see who the Chargers are. We know who the Chargers are, right? They are an F-up team with talent. That's just what the Chargers are. So after they beat the Chargers last year in the playoffs and they come back victory, everybody's like, see, Trevor Lawrence is this, Trevor Lawrence is that. And Trevor Lawrence is not that. Bruh. I've been trying to tell folks, man, the last play of the game for them on offense, it's 4th down. This man threw the ball into the damn stands. Who you throwing it to? So
that was bad. That was bad.
Hey, they out.
Yeah. I think, they had a lot of high expectations for them. They win that playoff game last year against the Chargers, and they pick up, Ridley in the offseason. And you're thinking, man, all they needed was some extra weapons for Trevor Lawrence to go on with ETN. And whatever happened in that second half of the season with the Jags, they just fell apart. I got to talk to you guys about it, I think a week or two, when the Jags played the Bucs and the Bucs just manhandled them. They didn't look like a good team. They didn't look like a playoff team. So I don't know if the team gave up on the coaching staff, because I know they fired a bunch of the coaching staff, but not Dougie P. I don't know if there was this stuff going on inside the locker room that we didn't hear about. But, man, that was a monumental collapse by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sure.
Yeah, Mark.
We not only missed the playoffs, but to lose the division, that's bad.
Yeah, when they had it. Shout out to Mark on YouTube. We gonna get into that in just a minute. We doing a recap right now, so we skipping over a couple of games. Jets beat the Patriots. Nobody cares. Shout out to Breece Hall though. That's my fantasy, and that could be Bill Belichick's last game as a Patriot coach, which I think they already confirmed that. MJK on Twitch.
I don't know if they have yet, but it's looking like it. Yeah.
MJK on Twitch said F the Jags. Hey, I don't know if you're saying that as a Jags fan or a YouTuber.
He's a Texas
fan. Oh, okay.
Fan.
Well,
Marcus.
all right. Well, cool. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that then. All right. Saints, they were looking to keep their playoff hopes alive. They take out the Tony over there laugh. They take out the Falcons 48-17. Falcons just I don't. They won't fire the coach. I just don't understand it.
No, they did. They fired him.
Did they actually fire him now?
They fired him. Yeah, they
Good
fired him
job.
yesterday. They fired him like the same day.
Oh yeah, because
later on
I
that
forgot.
day.
We was talking about it off stream because Jameis Winston got the touchdown. He was mad. Okay, yes, you're right. So shout out to the Falcons for firing their team. Shout out to Jameis Winston for being the funniest man in the NFL. Mark said, do you think the Jets will be back next year? They got the talent. I don't like the coaching in New York. And if you're dependent on Aaron Rodgers, he's 41, coming off of Achilles, and we'll see. We'll see.
They upgrade that offensive line.
Yeah, that's what they need to work on, the offensive line, because the offensive line don't get better, then it's just done.
Be seeing them on the sidelines again.
Yeah, right. D-Well, what's good? He said, ask Tony what 46 seconds mean.
This is what it means.
There you go. There you go. Let's see. Let's keep it moving. Your Tampa Bay Bucks secured the playoff spot with a 9-0 win over the Patriots. Like, come on, dog.
We had to make it interesting, man. It was horrible. Offense was not there. Defense bailed us out. And I want to say this right now. Antoine Winfield is the best safety in the whole entire NFL. I don't care what anybody says. Name someone better than that man. He is balling out of control and gets overlooked by mother effing Buda Baker, who has done nothing, absolutely nada. Less than 100 tackles, no forced fumbles, no picks, no sacks, and Winfield doesn't get the Pro Bowl. I know it doesn't mean much to us because it's the Pro Bowl. It's shitty. It sucks. But it means a lot for Winfield when he's going into a contract year. This man could have gotten massively paid for being a starter in the Pro Bowl and gets snubbed by effing Buda Baker. This man made a unbelievable play, probably saved the Bucs season by that tackle on Trimble on that tight end with the dive. Oh, no, sorry, it was DJ Shark. on that fumble he did before they hit the red zone for the touchdown. He was unbelievable. The Bucs defense saved the Bucs ass, and we'll be seeing them lose next week. But hey, all that matters is they won. They won the division 3 years in a row. Suck it, New Orleans.
Mark said, whoa, now Buddha is better overall, especially in coverage. That might be true, but this year I think Winfield did have a better season.
Go look at those stats compared to Buda Baker.
Yeah,
Winfield has like almost triple the tackles this man has. He has like 5 forced fumbles, 4 or 5 sacks, a couple of picks as well. What the hell has Buda Baker have done? He hasn't done nothing.
Not this year. This is the off year for him.
I mean, Winfield, give me a break. Winfield is the best safety in the game. In the game. Far.
So he's better than Justin Simmons.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This man has 118 tackles, 3 picks, 6 forced fumbles, and 5 sacks. What the hell's wrong with y'all? Give me a break. Buda Baker, 77 tackles. That's it.
Hold on.
No picks, no fumbles, no sacks, nothing.
Let's see. Jay Cross says he has all of those tackles because your line isn't good, and that's what shows. So if your safety is
no, don't give me that. Nope, don't give me that. Don't give me that.
Rob says Buda Baker best highlight is getting chased down by DK. But guess what, Rob? He had to catch the pick to get chased down by DK. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, Winfield's nice. I don't know if I'm putting him over Simmons right now. And hell, the safeties in Buffalo, I don't know if I'm putting them over those safeties right now. I like Winfield, but we'll see.
The disrespect is real. The disrespect is real.
Okay. Moving on. Chicago had a chance to
see the thing too, Jeff, is they play him in different coverages. He's not always playing deep in the safety. They have him lined up all over the field. So that's the other reasons why he's getting a lot of tackles, is because he's not always playing the safety position. He plays other roles on the team. He's always sometimes he's in the slot, sometimes he's playing as the linebacker. He blitzes a lot. He's a blitzer. So they set him up to blitz a lot. He's not always in the backfield, is what I'm saying. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that our team is perfect and that, all those tackles are. I'm just saying. I don't care. Regardless of the tackles, forced fumbles, sacks, interceptions. I mean, come on, man. Give this man his flowers.
Okay. I mean, I ain't saying he's bad. I like him. I like him a lot. But saying he's the best in the NFL right now.
He is the best.
Look, we get an NFL wild card ran for Tony on his safety. There we go. That's how we about to start the playoff week. Chicago had a chance to take out the Packers and end their playoff hopes and low-key keep their playoff hopes alive. And they did a sabotage job on Justin Fields, in my opinion. They're trying to get rid of him. They didn't block for Justin Fields to save their lives. They lose 17-9. Green Bay clinched the playoff spot with that win. They will be taking on the Cowboys. Oh, that L is coming. Jordan Love, 316 yards, 2 touchdowns. Aaron Jones, 111 yards on the ground.
Turn back the clock.
Yeah, Reed, 112 receptions on 4 catches. So Green Bay is not no slouch, but playing in Dallas.
Can we give props to Jordan Love? I think we haven't given him any props all year.
I have.
That man
we have.
went out there and 30 touchdowns. Sorry, I'm 30 plus touchdowns this year with a lot of pressure on him coming off with Aaron Rodgers. I think he did pretty damn good job, and he's looking like a pretty good quarterback for the Packers. It's crazy how the Packers fall from Favre to Rodgers, and now they probably have something with Jordan Love.
Yeah, we gave him some props not too long ago, because I remember saying this is what I thought they would be, like a right above 500 team, and this is exactly what they are. They 9-8 going into the playoffs. Now making the playoffs, I didn't predict that, but
no,
the record, it's pretty close. The Raiders beat the Broncos 27-14. Both teams finished 8-9 out the playoffs. Let's get to it. The Giants take out the Eagles. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Man, I ain't gonna cuss today. The Giants take out the Eagles in a beatdown, really. It was 24-0 at one point, I believe, in this game. Tyrod Taylor just, 297 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Quez Watkins went for 8 catches, 93 yards, 1 touchdown. Eagles, it's no need to even go into the stats. Let's just get into this, right? The Eagles had all the opportunities in the world to secure this division. The NFC East was theirs. They were 10-1. 10-1. And you already ran through your hard teams. You beat Dallas one time. You beat the Chiefs. You beat the Dolphins, which, what is that really saying now? The Dolphins is like the AFC Cowboys. You beat the Dolphins, but you beat these teams. You get stumped on by the 49ers, and then it just goes downhill from that. 49ers stumped you. Cowboys stumped you. And then I predicted y'all to win these last 3 games. And it just didn't happen. So we're going to get into the playoff prediction. Just know my whole outlook on the Eagles just changed. Whoever number 52 is at linebacker probably had one of his worst games ever. If you go look at the highlights of 52, horrible. They brought in Shaq Leonard. I ain't seen Shaq Leonard do a damn thing, right? So, I'm glad he's over there. Appreciate Shaq Leonard going over there. You got any thoughts before we move on?
No, I'm not saying nothing about the Eagles, man, because I think all of y'all's talk about the Eagles is ridiculous, and I'm hating it because all these people are going into this Monday night saying that the Eagles are going to lose and this and that. I do not like it whatsoever.
Why not?
So please stop.
Don't be scary, Tony. Y'all got a chance to be. Y'all at home against the Eagles.
I don't give a shit.
Jalen, right? Look, Sirianni said, I'm not going to play the starters because it don't matter, right? You end up playing the starters anyway, and then when you see, because you thought Dallas was going to choke. That's what he thought. He thought Dallas was going to choke, so he changed his mind last minute to play the starters. And now A.J. Brown out here getting injured for no reason. Hurts breaking his finger for no reason. It was no point of playing them. That's what they told us, Jay Cross on a local radio. So if he never said that, cool. But the narrative down here on the sports radio is he said that he wasn't starting the starters. That's what they told us. So if they lied, they lied. Going back to YouTube, Mark said Jordan been balling. That young team ain't scared. All of it's fake news because if I listen to ESPN, they're gonna say the same thing. So I don't know. I don't know what to believe now. I'll just take what I get now. So he said they didn't listen to any of his press conference. Just going by what they told us, Jay Cross. This is what we heard in Dallas. But
I know they lost a secondary player, their safety, I believe. They lost him for the year. I think he hurt his knee or tore his ACL or something on Sunday as well. I'm not sure if he's a key component to the team or not. I'm not sure.
The way they playing, ain't no key components on defense.
But I know they lost him as well. But I'm not. Look, we'll get to it when we talk playoffs.
See,
Okay,
Jay Cross said Brown was garbage.
Yeah.
So,
there you go.
But the Giants take out the Eagles 27-10. It was just that was hilarious to watch. I'm sorry, that was a meltdown right there. The Seahawks keep their playoff hopes alive, move to 9-8 as they take out the Cardinals 21-20. Cardinals ended up 4-13. Seattle finished 9-8. The Chiefs took out the Chargers 13-12. Chiefs end up being 11-6. Chargers finished the season 5-12. Did they fire Brandon Staley yet?
Yes, he was fired during the season, like week 15, I think.
The
like
Chargers
2 games before the. Yeah.
Oh, because we celebrated that on here. I remember that.
Yeah,
Yes. Good job. Yes, we did celebrate that. Yeah. Who else got that we said should be fired? Rivera, he got fired too, right? There we go. That's another firing that we celebrate right there. Yeah, Rob, I got too much. It's a lot going on, bro. Like I'm starting to forget the stuff that we actually even talked about already. So
yeah, he's been gone. Vrabel's gone.
Yeah. I've been calling for those two for the last 2 years, so I'm glad they got fired. Even though it don't help the Cowboys that Ron Rivera got fired, but for Washington's sake, they should have been,
I think that's it so far on the firings, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure more will come.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be more to come. But
Man, Push. I wish I need to get the money for all this doggone work I'm doing. Yeah. The money need to show up one day. The Rams take out the 49ers 21-20 in San Fran. Rams finish 10-7. 49ers finish 12-5. It was Sam Darnold versus Carson Wentz, which was crazy. And it was a good game between those two. And for the Cowboys' sake, well, for some people's sake, because I saw on Twitter, there was a lot of Cowboys fans that did not want to play the Rams in the first game. I personally, y'all know where I stand. I don't care. It's time to tuck your nuts up and man up. And if you can't beat a team, you don't need to be there anyway. That's how I've been feeling all season. I've been on record saying that, even about the 49ers. If you're gonna have to most likely match up the 49ers if you're gonna make the Super Bowl, suck it up. Stop trying to duck folks. If you're about that, be about that and go handle business. If you can't, it's time to move on. Been saying it all year. But the Rams get the victory, so the Rams will end up taking on Detroit, which we're going to get into, and that leads the Cowboys to the Packers. So we'll get into that as well. Speaking of the Cowboys, 38-10 over the Commanders. Cowboys 12-5. NFC East champions, baby. That's something that, the Eagles fans have been talking about all season. Sitting there saying, hey, we're 10-1. We're 9-1. We're yada yada. Cowboys beat the Eagles, but y'all got to win out, and we're not going to lose to such and such Arizona and New York and all that. I heard all that shit. Shut up. All that. Only one that was realistic about it was Jay Cross and Crow when he comes in the stream. Crow was realistic as well. But all these other Eagles fans, shut up. Y'all lost the division. Now y'all on the road, and you most likely one and done. We'll see. Depends on which Tampa show up. The Bills take out the Dolphins. This is crazy. The Bills. This is another choke as far as choking the division away by Miami. Miami had no business losing this division as well, especially when Buffalo was struggling, and Miami was 10-3 at one point, I believe, or 10-2. Something like that. Yeah, but they end up tied 11-6 and 11-6, and the Bills get the tiebreaker because the Bills beat Miami twice, and they win 21-14. Josh Allen, 359 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, because I thought Dak was the only one that throws picks in the NFL. But Tua ended up with an interception as well.
At the end of the night, Josh Allen won the game.
Now, Buffalo won that damn game. Josh Allen didn't win nothing. That defense won that game. See? This is why I got a problem with Josh Allen, because everybody like Josh Allen did this. Josh turned the ball over, and he fumbled. 3 turnovers. Josh didn't win that damn game. Don't start that.
Nah, he played horrible.
Exactly. He played typical Josh Allen ball. He's going to give you some good plays running. He's going to make, about 4 or 5 good passes. And then he's going to turn the ball over, and that defense is going to keep them in the game. That's what happened. Everybody just, we'll get to the playoff stuff, man. But that is the end of Week 18. Should we do power rankings, or should we just go straight to the playoff? All right, well, let me change this. We going to keep it on this. He said that's how the song go. All I do is win. Well, Josh ain't winning nothing. The Buffalo Bills are 11-6. Not Josh Allen. Okay, well, hey, guess what? Dak has won 12 straight games. He's won 12 games the last 3 years. Ain't nobody talking about that, though.
I hope so much that it's the Bills and Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Oh, I hope so much.
Why?
I hope so much. So Josh Allen can shut you up.
So the Bills can lose like they did in the 90s? Yeah, you're right.
Josh Allen can throw and just shut you up for good.
Listen. Josh Allen is going to throw 3 interceptions in one of these playoff games. Well, no, he's going to throw 2. I'll give him 2. He'll throw 2. And then if the defense don't hold up, it's just an L for them.
Right, we'll see who goes the furthest. How about that?
Okay, we about to get into this schedule.
You want to do a bet?
Yeah, we can. Yes.
That the Bills go further than the Cowboys?
Because they won't.
They will.
They won't.
$10.
20.
20.
There you go.
Shake it.
Shake.
There we go.
Bow. Y'all see it right here. You crazy as hell if you think Buffalo's going to go further than the Cowboys. And we got home field advantage.
Just watch.
Okay. Hold on. What they say? J. Cross, Dallas won't make it. Then you see the logos already. It's the Niners and Ravens.
Yeah, there's this conspiracy theory going on.
With the logo colors and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Shout out, before we get into the prediction, shout out to everybody on Twitch. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, please like the video, man. It'll help us a lot if you like the video. It's free to like. Niners and Ravens Super Bowl, most likely, and the Ravens are going to win it. But yeah, let's get into these predictions, man. No need to do power rankings. They got the first game. Dallas Cowboys taking on the Green Bay Packers in Dallas. Who you got?
I think this is the favorable matchup the Dallas Cowboys wanted. They get a, I guess, rookie quarterback, if you want to say, Jordan Love, against a not a very powerful offense. They do have Aaron Jones, who looked good in the last game of the year. Jalen Reed's starting to come out a little bit. But I think the Cowboys, they smashed the Packers. I don't think this game will be close. I think it ends up being pretty much of a blowout by the third, fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cowboys win. I'll even give a score. I'll think Cowboys win 31-14.
31-14. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to give a score just yet, but I definitely got the Cowboys winning at home. They have went 2 regular seasons without losing at home. So they are, I believe, 16-0 at home now, or 15-0. It's one of those numbers. And it's going to continue. This is why I was happy about winning the division, even though I didn't think we was going to win it, but we ended up winning it, so I'm glad that we did. Cowboys all day. Then this one is a good one. And this is a good storyline too. Matthew Stafford and the Rams taking on Jared Goff and the Lions in Detroit. So these 2 quarterbacks going off against their former teams, and they matching head to head. This is a good one.
This is, to me, is like the main event of the playoffs right here. The biggest game of the year, or the biggest game of the weekend, is this game right here. The storyline of Goff playing his former team, Stafford going home and playing his former team. I think you couldn't ask for a better matchup right here.
Right.
With the storyline, Sunday Night Football. I mean, it's going to be a great matchup. I think the Rams do cause the Lions some issues because of that defense is no joke. That defense is good. That offense is starting to come around as well. Kyron Williams, unbelievable player. But I have been riding the Lions train all year, and it's not going to change. I think the Lions win. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Lions end up winning the game. I'm going to go 28-24.
Man, I want the Lions to win. I really do, because that was like my sleeper. That was my sleeper team last year, if you remember on the podcast. But they didn't quite make it last year. But yeah, I like the Lions, man. I like Dan Campbell, even though they've been crying for the last 2 weeks over that missed call by the ref. Like, shut up, bruh. Shit is over with. That was 2 weeks ago. Let it go. They still posting. The Lions official account is still posting about that call. Like, you got a playoff game, bro. Like, let it go. Anyway, but I still like the Lions, even though they've been a bunch of crybabies these last 2 weeks. I just got a bad feeling about this. I feel like LA is going to go in there and beat them and upset them.
I wouldn't be shocked. It's not like one of those games where you're going to be, oh my, like if the Packers pulled off the upset against the Cowboys, you're like, oh my gosh. I can see the Rams winning. Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked, but I think the Lions win.
I think I'm going to take the Rams. Matter of fact, let me see. Let's go to this other screen, because they tell us who's favorite and all that stuff. Let's get to it. Hold on. Let me see. We did the Cowboys. So the Cowboys is favored by 7.5. Wow. And the Rams, Detroit is favored by 3. So I'm still taking the Rams in that Detroit game, right?
Right.
And then we got the Browns at the Texans. Cleveland is favored by 2.5.
This one's going to be an interesting one because we just had this game not too long ago where the Cleveland Browns went into Houston and absolutely demolished them. Granted, Houston did not have Stroud. Stroud did not play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of me wants to say Texans win. It's at home. Texans are riding high right now. But that Cleveland team is scary on defense. That's a scary defense.
Number 2 defense in the league.
As much as I would love to see the Browns win, because I always have a little, some love for them since it's my dad's favorite team. I think the Texans win. I think the Texans win the game. I think for some reason Flacco is going to mess up somehow, maybe throw a pick or two. And I have the Texans winning barely. I think they win by maybe less than 10 points. But I think it'll be a good game. But it's tough for me to pick the Browns because I feel like Flacco, he's had horrible games and they still have ended up winning. But I feel like he's going to have one where they can't overcome it.
Nah, that defense is too lit. I'm going for. I'm not going for them. Let me say that I have the Browns winning that game. That defense is just too strong for the Texans for a rookie quarterback. Even though they are balling, But and they couldn't stop Amari Cooper last time they played him. So yeah, I just saw that clip, Jay Cross.
Save it.
Yeah, I'm glad you got that clip. Appreciate you for doing that on Twitch. But yeah, I got the Browns winning. That defense, until I see otherwise with that defense is tough. So another storyline. The Dolphins going to the Chiefs, and this game is on freaking Peacock. Not NBC,
Like, again,
ABC,
I
none of
understand
that.
people are upset, but it's a free app. It's not like you got to pay to watch it.
Yeah.
It's free. You could download it for free and watch the game for free. It's not going to cost you money to watch it. Is it bullshit? Yeah. It's a little bit. You got to go a little bit out of your way. Not everybody has a Apple TV or a TV with apps all over it and just pull it up on your TV screen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I get why some people are upset. I understand. But out of all the games, you put that one on there. I mean, shit. Come on now.
I don't think they was expecting the Dolphins to beat a team. And well, it would have been the Bills. So yeah, that's still bad.
I mean, that still would have been a huge matchup there as well. I've said it on this show, and I'm not going to step away because of how the Miami Dolphins played last weekend. I think the Chiefs are one and done. I think the Chiefs are out in the first round. I think the Dolphins go in there. I think they're going to have a lot to prove from their performance last week to Tyreek going home, playing his former team in Kansas City. I know they played during the season, but it wasn't in Kansas City. And then on top of that, to get probably Waddle back, to get Mostert back. They don't have Chubb, which is going to hurt them.
Or Jordan Phillips.
Or Jordan Phillips. They got quite a bit of injuries over there on that secondary and defensive line. And it's going to be tough. But I just don't believe in the Chiefs' offense. I don't believe in those receivers until they prove me wrong. Where they're not dropping these passes and they're catching everything that Mahomes is throwing to them that's catchable. I just don't believe in them. I think the Dolphins pull off the win. I think they move on to the next round.
I just don't believe in the Dolphins like that. I'm sorry.
I know they've been pretenders for us all year for the most part.
Yeah.
But I think they prove all the haters wrong.
And going to Kansas City where Pat Mahomes hasn't lost the playoff game. Well, actually, did he lose to Brady? I think he lost to Brady.
I can't recall. I mean, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy game. That home field advantage is huge for Kansas City.
And Kansas City defense is good. So I feel like they're going to find a way to win this game at home because I just don't believe in the Dolphins. As much talent as they have, I just don't believe.
Oh yeah, Burrow.
Yeah, that was Burrow. Okay, that's what it was. Done.
They should have lost last year too.
Should have, but they didn't. So I think Kansas City will win this game. Steelers at the Bills. Buffalo is favored by 10.
The Steelers just have too much against them. They don't really have a quarterback. They don't have TJ Watt. They need a miracle. They need to have Josh Allen probably have the worst game ever of his career
Be Josh
for them
Allen.
to have a chance. They better hope that it's a snowy, ugly ass game where Allen can't just throw it up all over them on Sunday. So I got. Is it Saturday, Sunday or Saturday?
This is Sunday noon.
Yeah, I got the Bills. I feel like they're gonna win. I hope it's a close game because I think Pittsburgh deserves at least a fighting chance. Give them a 10-point underdog. That's rough. It's a little bit disrespectful.
No quarterback.
But I think it has a lot to do with TJ Watt being out as well.
No quarterback.
TJ's not playing, and the quarterback is very questionable. But yeah, I'm gonna go Bills.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna go with the Bills.
Later,
too.
Rob.
All right, Rob, be safe. Appreciate you coming. I want the Steelers to win this game so bad, especially now because we didn't put some money on it. But I don't think the Bills will lose to the.
Do you think the Steelers score more than 10 points?
It depends on the run game. They got two good running backs. They could do some damage, and Jalen Warren can do some damage out the back, catching out the backfield as well.
Pickens isn't bad either. Like, he's a good wide receiver. They got talent.
And he's been stepping it up lately. Yeah,
they don't have anybody to throw it to him.
You know what? I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be like a 17-13 type of game.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I think somebody just said that too. No, he said 17-3. Nah. It'll be like 17-13, bro. And then for you, Eagles at the Buccaneers. Monday night. Why is this the Monday night game? I'm watching wrestling. I ain't watching it.
Well, Jeff was telling us when I was doing the watch along for the Bucks that one game, the 4-5 game, was going to be on Monday Night Football, which doesn't make any sense to me. You would think if anything that would be on the Peacock, it would be this game.
Yeah. Right.
I don't like the narrative going into this game at all, where the Eagles are getting shitted on and getting the short end of the stick already and saying that they're going to go into Tampa and they're going to get blown out or this and that. Oh, they've been playing possum the last couple of weeks. We're going to see a totally different team on Monday night. Look, I don't know what to believe, and I don't know what we're going to get on Monday night. But to count out the Eagles already is a bit foolish. Let's be real here for a minute. Look, they're struggling on both sides of the field. Mainly the defensive side of the field, all right? But who's to say that offense doesn't come out there firing and just is on a roll and just cannot be stopped?
Y'all got the best.
Y'all
got the best safety in the game, so it shouldn't be no problem, right?
You can't do it all, dope. Can't do it all out there. But look, listen, like, they played a couple of weeks ago. I know it was early in the season. The Eagles absolutely dominated the Bucks, both sides of the field. Now, will it be a different game? I think so. I think the Bucks will give them a fight. Their first game, the Bucks stood no chance. It wasn't a great game. It was rainy. I'm not trying to make excuses for the Bucks. Eagles actually went out there and just pounded. I don't think the Eagles lose. I think the Eagles go in there and win. I think they do win. I think the Bucks go out there and have a good game, but I think that the Eagles are just too much for them. I have the Eagles winning, but regardless, I think the Bucks season was a success. I'll be happy as a Bucks fan. I would love to see them move on. Probably get smashed by the Niners if we did win, because there's no way the Packers are beating the Cowboys. And yeah, I think it ends on Monday night. Unfortunately, I think the Eagles pull off the win. It's not reverse psychology. I just don't. The Bucks. I will say this: the Bucks will give that defense issues. We have numerous amount of weapons. We have Mike Evans. We have Godwin. We got to see how Rashad White is going to play, because he looked like he got banged up. And I think Baker is hurt. Like,
that's the
I
problem.
really do think Baker is hurt. I think the injury to the ribs is an issue. He had his ankle rolled up on against Carolina. Now, the ankle, I don't think will be a problem. I think it's the ribs. I think it's the ribs that are the issue. He cannot get full motion on his throws. We saw it against Carolina. He missed Mike Evans a couple of times throwing deep, and I feel like that's going to be an issue. I don't feel like anything else other than Baker being hurt is going to hurt the offense. And you'll see it. Just watch Monday night. You'll see it. And I think the Eagles win.
I can't pick the Eagles no more. I picked them the last couple of weeks, and look what they did. I'm sorry. After getting destroyed by the Giants, I think they're just ready to go home and start over for next year. I think that's how a lot of players feel in that locker room. They just ready to get it over with and move on to next year. But Baker being injured is going to be a key. Like, is he really, is he able to play or not? Because if he's healthy or if he's like 85%, I'm taking Tampa easily because they can't stop Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. So
he's gonna play. He's gonna tough it out. That dude has dogs.
Yeah, but if you see how he was walking off the field Sunday.
Yeah, I think the ankle won't be an issue. You know they're gonna shoot his ass up with all types of shit.
Yeah.
To where that ankle's not gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
I think it's the ribs. The ribs are the issue. He took a massive hit against some 30-ass Saints 2 weeks ago, where it just messed him up. And I think that is the issue. I think it's the ribs.
Yeah.
You'll see.
I still think that the Eagles offense is good, but that defense is horrible. Like that's like, I can't remember what year the Cowboys had the worst defense in history, but that's like that type of defense I'm seeing from the Eagles right now. When they had Orlando Scandrick and all them, and the Cowboys just hammered on defense. I think that's what Philly has turned into, which is crazy because they got a lot of talent. I just don't. They have Hassan Reddick in coverage, and then on the other side they got Sweat in coverage on the same plays. Bruh. What are you doing? Those are two of your best pass rushers, and you have them in coverage. That's why all those players were open this past Sunday against the Giants, and Saquon was just running all over the field. They make Slayton look like he's a number one receiver again. Like it was crazy. And then again, whoever 52 is, I can't remember his name. I always forget his name, but he did not have a good game Sunday. But yeah, this was the first week where I was like, okay, let me look at the coaching and the play calling, because Hassan Reddick was in coverage on way too many plays. That's like us putting Tank Lawrence in coverage in plays. Like Micah could do it because Micah is, he's played linebacker. He could do that. But if we was to put Sam Williams in coverage or somebody like that, that's similar to what they did with Josh Sweat, and it just didn't make sense to me. So if they're gonna do that, Tampa all day, and I'm gonna stick with Tampa. So that is the predictions right there. Cunningham, yeah, Jay Cross. And before we get off, we gotta say congratulations to the Michigan Wolverines in the NCAA champions, well-deserved number one team for majority of the season. They take out the Washington Huskies, 34-13. What a very exciting game. This is what y'all wanted, right? Y'all wanted excitement. Y'all say y'all didn't want no blowouts. This is why Florida State couldn't get in, even though they was undefeated, because you didn't want any bad games. We want the best competition. Well, 34-13 wasn't necessarily a great game. And then you got people on Twitter last night complaining the whole game. Michigan came out and blew the doors off of them early. It wasn't competitive. And then for the folks that like to say quarterback play, let's get into the quarterback. Michael Penix, let me say his name right slowly so y'all can. Penix with the X Jr. 27 of 51, 255 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Then J.J. McCarthy, the winning quarterback, 10 of 18, 140 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. So such entertaining. It was so entertaining watching these two all-time great quarterbacks just put on the show, like Deshaun Watson and Jalen Hurts and Tua when they used to go at it back in the days. It's just great. Florida State couldn't get in, but and look, I wanted Washington deserved to be in the playoffs. Michigan deserved to be in the playoffs. Both teams are undefeated, and Washington won the hardest conference in my opinion. And Michigan just did their job, which is crazy because everybody talk about strength of schedule. Florida State had the 55th hardest strength of schedule. Michigan had the 51st, so it ain't that much of a difference. But y'all want to keep sitting there talking about, you know, I ain't gonna go on my rant. I'm gonna leave it out. Any thoughts on the game?
No, I did think it may have been I thought it was going to be a little bit of a closer game, but yeah, I just feel like, you know, it just didn't work out for Washington. They just couldn't get anything going against that defense. I know the Phoenix missed a couple of passes.
He missed a lot of them
as well. So yeah, I feel like they were just outmatched, and I know there's been a lot of stuff against Michigan and call them cheaters or whatever you want to call them. Got to give them props. They went out there and did the damn thing. They won the game pretty easily, and it was probably going to be Harbaugh's last game for Michigan. Probably going to move on to the NFL.
If he's smart.
Smart move. I think it's a smart move for both Michigan and Harbaugh, because if you think about it, maybe the NCAA goes a little bit, you know, not as hard on Michigan if Harbaugh leaves. And then if Harbaugh leaves, he doesn't have to deal with that situation. So,
right.
I just think it's time for both teams, both Harbaugh and Michigan, to move on from each other. And we'll see what happens. Maybe he decides to stay. Maybe Michigan throws out some more money towards him to keep him. But I don't know. But yeah, congrats to Michigan. They go on and win. And they'll see Washington again, because now they're in the Big Ten. So.
Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, they are. But, yeah, shout out to Michigan, because I was one of the ones that said after Harbaugh's fifth year, I want to say, where they couldn't beat Ohio State, I was like, it's time to fire him. It's like, let him go, fire him, because he promised you that he was going to beat Ohio State, and he ain't beat Ohio State in 5 years, so let him go. Then they stuck with him, and then that same year, he turned around and beat Ohio State for the first time, turned around and beat him again, and now they are champions, so they stuck with him. They had patience, so I give them props for that. Shout out to Michigan. So I was like, Harbaugh should be fired. Like, he can't beat Ohio State. Fire this guy. And I got a couple of Michigan friends that's went to Michigan and Michigan fans. They know I said it, because I told them too. Like, fire Harbaugh, get him out. Like, he don't need to be there. But he ends up winning the championship. And what's crazy is you said they got outpowered. Washington got outpowered. You know what defense wouldn't have got outpowered with that run game for Michigan? It would have been the Seminoles, Florida State Seminoles.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because, you know, they one of the top defenses in the nation. Just saying. They didn't give up 30 points all season. Just saying. You know.
Okay.
You know, everybody like to point to that Georgia game when nobody played. That's like me putting on this jersey and running out there playing right now. Yeah, Georgia whooped me. Yes, they did. Georgia starters beating me right now. I'm in my 30s and out of shape. Get out of here. Yes. It's like me. I could have played linebacker in that game for the Seminoles. Like, come on, man. But shout out to Michigan, man. Shout out to Washington. We'll see if Washington is able to bounce back. Is it John that's in Michigan? It's John Harbaugh, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I always get them confused. But yeah, shout out to him too, I guess. Even though, you know, he got that cheating scandal, which Dunn is talking about right now in the chat. He got his cheating scandal and et cetera. So, but shout out to him anyway. They stuck with him. He got the job done. He delivered his promise. He beat Ohio State multiple times. And he brought a championship. So shout out to them. That is the show. No, John is in Baltimore. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
I
do.
always get that confused, man.
Yeah, I get them confused all the time. Jim is in Michigan. Okay. Well, shout out to Jim then. Shout out to John too, because John is doing his thing. But yeah, good job for Jim. And we'll see him in the NFL. Probably. You think Jim is going to go to the Chargers or the Patriots?
I think he goes. I think the Chargers would be the best for Harbaugh, for Jim. Yeah, Jim Harbaugh.
You say F Jim.
I think Jim to the Chargers would make the most sense. If not, maybe the Commanders.
Where's Vrabel going?
I think he goes to the Commanders.
Okay. Push says Jim to LA done deal. That seems most likely. That's why that was the first team to come out of my mouth.
I mean, you got Herbert there. You got a pretty solid defense still there. They're gonna have to probably lose Probably Keenan Allen because the cap issues there. They'll probably lose Khalil Mack as well. But if Belichick does not leave New England, I think Vrabel goes to the Commanders. But if Belichick leaves, I think Vrabel to the Patriots is a done deal. Like Jeff said, I think it's a done deal. Vrabel to the Pats just makes sense.
Yeah,
But
it does.
if Belichick ends up staying, I think Vrabel goes to the Commanders.
Dan Quinn most likely will be gone this year. Where you think he end up?
I think he goes. Oh, man, I would say go back to Atlanta, but that would be foolish. So what are the openings right now? It's Chargers, Commanders, maybe he goes to the Titans, maybe Tennessee. I mean, honestly, if I'm Dan Quinn, I might decide to stay again with the Cowboys.
He's getting paid like a head coach.
There might be very many openings that make me want to go, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna leave the Cowboys and go there. Like if like say if everything falls away to where Jim stays in Michigan, Vrabel goes somewhere else, and then Quinn can go to the Chargers, I might consider it. But you don't want to I feel like it depends on what kind of coach you want to be. Do you want to go to a situation where you can make it better? Or do you want to go to a situation where you just need to do a little, couple of things to make the situation better? And it all depends on what he wants to do. Because in Tennessee, you're going to have a lot of things to take care of there. You lose Derrick Henry. Is you going to go with Levis as your quarterback?
Hopkins going to be gone.
Who knows what else things you're going to deal with? Commanders, it's not a bad gig. You're going to have a top 5 draft pick. You're with new ownership now, so you don't have to deal with Dan Snyder. You got talent. We got McLaurin. You got a pretty solid offense over there. Defense could use some work, but the Commanders is not a bad gig. But I mean, it all depends. Like if you want to really leave a good situation to probably a one that's going to take you a year or two to work with. I don't think the Eagles' job will be open.
Yeah, it shouldn't be open. He just went to the damn Super Bowl and got 11 wins.
You know how quick Nick they did fire him?
And y'all know I can't stand him. Like, I cannot stand Sirianni. So, but he shouldn't lose his job. Yeah, he shouldn't lose. I'm trying to think of somebody that might last minute fire a coach after this season. I don't think Chicago is going to fire their coach. Everybody pretty much had solid years with their coaching staff. So it's only going to be like 4 openings this year. And I think we know who they are because they open now with the Falcons, the Commanders, the Chargers, and now Tennessee. And then maybe the Patriots. So 5.
Yeah, maybe the Patriots. Yeah, I don't think the Bucks
what
are
about
going
the
to fire
Jets?
Bowles.
You think they're going to fire?
I think the Jets. I think they'd give him another shot. I think they give him. Only time I think Nick will get fired from the Eagles is
they
if
get
the Bucks
blown out.
go in there and they just blow them
Yeah.
out like 35-0 type deal. Like I get it that Nick is not a very popular person right now in Philly.
He ain't popular
But
nowhere.
I think I don't think he's gonna get fired. I think he would have to absolutely shit the bed on Monday night for them to fire him.
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening.
We'll see, man. But quick show today. Appreciate y'all coming through. We got it done. A little bit over an hour. So
Next Tuesday. Tuesday.
Yeah, and I'm going.
One of us are gonna be happy. Maybe both of us. Who knows?
I
We'll
think
see.
we're both going to be in a good mood Tuesday.
I don't think next Tuesday you'll be seeing me with Bucks gear on.
Hey, man, you got to have hope in your team, man. You got to have hope in your
We'll
team.
see.
I'm a Cowboys fan telling you to have hope. So if I'm telling you to have hope, you got to have some
when
hope.
You're the number 2 seed.
It
dope.
don't
That's
matter. You know how
easy
many
money.
times we've been a number 2 and number 1 seed and lost first game, including to the Packers. You remember that?
Fair enough. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
remember
So, man, listen. This year is literally the most confidence I've had going into the playoffs since 2014. And it's really because they have home field advantage. And I feel like they can beat anybody in the NFC outside of the 49ers. So this
Right.
I've never been I haven't been this confident in this team in a while. Hell, my last Cowboys update video that I did after they beat Washington, I was talking NFC Championship game. And you know I don't talk like that. So for me to actually say it, I'm like, hey, they got home field advantage in these next 2 games. They're going to the NFC Championship. Like, I don't talk like that. Y'all know I don't talk like that. I hate talking championship and Super Bowls and all that when it comes to the Cowboys. But that's how I feel this year. And they just better not blow it. Because if they blow it, I'm done. I'm done. If they go out and lose to the Packers and they lose the next home game, I'm done, bruh. Because they ain't got no business losing to anybody in the NFC that's not named the 49ers, in my opinion. So, and that's how I feel about the Ravens on the other side. Now, if the Ravens lose, the only team that should beat the Ravens might be Cleveland because of their defense, and they always match up well against them.
They do match up well.
So, because it's a division rival and all that. So. But yeah, appreciate everybody coming through, man, on Twitch, YouTube. Thank you for liking the video on YouTube. Thank you for being active in the chat on Twitch as always.
Yes,
he did fire Doug Peterson after winning the Super Bowl. Yeah, he did. Dang, he did. True. Dang, that's crazy. I forgot about that. So get the tables on Twitch. Make sure you follow them on Twitch and Twitter. I believe they got a watch along tomorrow night for AEW.
Yes.
Which I got to watch last week's. I'm so behind on rest. I ain't watched last week's NXT or AEW, so I got to catch that now since I'm here. But yeah, dopecontent.com. Stay up to date to everything dope content.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is. Subscribe to the website. It's free. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, please do that as well. That is free. We're trying to get to 6,000 on YouTube, man. We got to like 5,980 something, 85 or something like that, and then it just stopped. So we're trying to get to that 6,000, officially hit 6,000 and celebrate that. And so if y'all not following, please do so on YouTube. We have a lot of stuff going on. Like, it's stuff on YouTube that's not on Twitch. The Melina interview is on YouTube. It's not on Twitch. It's on the website. It's not on Twitch. I have exclusives. It's a 30-minute exclusive video of me and Melina just talking after the interview. And like, she really got into some more stuff, wrestling stuff that we didn't talk about on the show, that I'm putting up on the YouTube's communities page for the YouTube members. J Cross, I appreciate it, man. For real, I appreciate it. Thank y'all for watching that. So I have like a whole 30-minute exclusives, and I'm gonna start doing that with all my interviews from now on. So all my YouTube members that pay the $2.99 or whatever, whichever one you choose, y'all will get access to exclusives, that you don't see on a regular interview. So I'm gonna start doing that. I got a couple of emails I'm sending out as soon as I'm done to line up some more interviews. One that I'm looking forward to, if it comes through, is Kiera Hogan. She seems to be trending a lot since her match on AEW on Collision. But and then we got some more with a couple of actresses and actors. Nice. I'm trying to lock up. So Cowboys got another home game, which means Dez Bryant is doing another tailgate. I'm trying to see if we can get back in there because I believe Terrence Bud Crawford is a Green Bay Packers fan. And if he is, he said he was going to be in Dallas. Also, with Zeke being a free agent, Zeke has made it clear that he's coming to Dallas this weekend to be at the events and all that. So I might get a chance to talk with Zeke and Terrence Crawford and put them on YouTube and the website as well. So hopefully they let us back in. They all cool people. We'll see. No promises on that. I'll wait till they actually let me know for sure. But yeah, we're trying to get some stuff lined up in 24, man. We're trying to keep the momentum. We're working on, I don't know if I want to say this now. We're working on getting, so Tony, you'll be on TV pretty soon if everything falls through.
Oh shit! Oh damn!
So y'all be able to watch us not only on YouTube and Twitch, but we'll be on a couple of streaming apps that we're working on right now.
Okay.
So this is legit. Last time I tried to do it by myself, I didn't know what I was doing, but I got legit people that's doing a network. And they hit me up after the Dez thing, after the Dez event. So that's looking like it's gonna actually go through this time. So
hell yeah.
We're trying to build. We're trying to build. And yeah, I already know, we get that channel loaded up. When you go live, if you want to be on that channel, that Roku and all that, Amazon, all that, we'll put your stuff on there. So we'll put the watch alongs on there and all that. So
hell yeah.
Hey man.
Yeah, let's do it.
But yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Much love to y'all. And until next time, you got anything else you want to promote, Tony?
That's it. Go Bucks.
He said, "Go
Woo-hoo.
Bucks." All right, well, go Cowboys.
Yeah.
And see how he hating. Now his team is gonna lose now since he's sitting there hating. So he said Tony would have to go PG. Oh, you know what? I'm about to check on that. I didn't think about that, Jay Cross.
Gotta be family friendly.
He might. Well, I don't know. Well, I'll talk with him today. See if there's setting. Because I told him, I said, well, we talk how we talk on here. Because we on the internet and they said it was fine. But I'll double check that. That's a good point, Jay Cross. I'm glad you said that. But he said go off season, push play. Make sure y'all follow Push Play the DJ, Jay Cross, all the other streamers that came in here. I hope I ain't missed nobody, but if I did, I apologize. And yeah, man, till next time, we are out. Y'all be safe. We are gone.
Later, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Appreciate that, Jay Cross. We trying, man. We're trying. And we're trying to keep it shorter. Man. Appreciate you. But till next time, man, Cowboys finna whoop that ass.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great weekend of sports. I normally have a lot to say trolling after this, but I'm done. I ain't got nothing today. Y'all have a good one. Be safe.